It's a good one today, y'all. That's all I got to say. It's a good one today. Let's get started, shall we? What's up, y'all? It's your Glisten. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a story time of how I got played. Yeah, you guys. And if you think that I'm talking about my man, you thought wrong. This is about something different. So if you came here for that, you might as well just keep watching the video anyway since you're already here. As you all know, I'm a makeup artist. If you didn't know, I am a makeup artist in Tennessee. I do freelance makeup, and I'll get booked for a certain event. And I'm not going to say any names. This video is educational purposes only to make sure you don't do the same. Make sure you don't make the same mistakes that I did. So this makeup company, makeup group, I don't know what you call them. They made a post on Instagram saying that they needed an extra artist for their event. And the event was during Halloween time. I'm not going to say any specific days, but you can put two and two together if you follow me on Instagram. But yeah, so they said that they needed an artist, and I was like, shoot, you know, sign me up. The post said that you would get paid in full. And mind you, if you go on their Instagram page and their website, their Halloween makeup was a lot more than what I was charging. So I'm like, shoot, you know, if I can get that much, I'm in the dough. So I was like, sure, let me DM them, like, hey, I'm interested, blah, blah, blah. They got right back with me. They was like, you know, send us some stuff here. Send us some of your work. So that's what I did. And they was like, did I have anything besides myself, like any client pictures of Halloween looks, which I really don't. A lot of people, honestly, a lot of people don't really want Halloween makeup done on themselves unless they're doing it themselves, if that makes sense. So you may get one or two clients, I would say, every Halloween these days. But I didn't have any Halloween looks on another client, and I was like, you know, I do other makeup. Like, you can, if you look on my Instagram page, you can tell that I'm good with other people. Like, I'm just not that artist that's only good at myself. I'm good with all shades, blah blah blah. So she was like, it's cool or whatever, and she said she wanted to meet. So I said, great. And we scheduled a date, and I think like later that day or the next day, somebody booked me for the time that I needed to be there, which was my fault. I'm going to point out each part of this story where it was my fault. The lady, I was like, hey, something came up, can I reschedule? And at that point, the vibe kind of turned. It took us maybe like a week or so to find another day. So we picked the day and time, and that day I was at an event, and I left the event early just so I can go to their place. And what I was actually doing when I was going there, I was doing like a trial run type of thing, which I don't mind, but I'm like, I sent you pictures, so shouldn't that be enough, you know? But she wanted me to do a look on her, so I did it, whatever. And by the message she sent, it sounded like she was saying that we were meeting to discuss the details of the event. That's the impression that I got from it. I leave my event early that day. I go to her studio. It's dark outside. It's downtown, and it's real creepy. I pull up and I look around, and I didn't see no cars outside, and I couldn't really pinpoint the building. So I DM'd her. Mind you, okay, this is another thing I did wrong. I'm admitting I did this wrong because I did not ask her for her phone number. Because we've been DMing, that was our way of communicating, whatever. I didn't mind giving her my number or whatever, but I guess it just slipped my mind because we had been waiting so long to get a date. Like, it just slipped my mind to get a number. So I DM'd her. I was like, hey, I'm having trouble with finding the venue. Can you, you know, give me some type of direction or whatever? But I'm still searching for the building. I'm texting my boyfriend, like, hey, I really can't find this building. I'm getting frustrated, and I hate being late. Like, I was probably like 20 minutes early, but probably like 30 minutes early, honestly. I hate being late, so I was trying to be there on time, and I couldn't find the building, so I finally found it. She still ain't DMing me, none of that. So no cars are outside, nothing. And the building, it was kind of weird. It's kind of like a duplex type thing. But if you looked in the window, it looked like an office or something, like a white man office. Not being racist or anything, but it was pictures of like a white family and like this older man, and there's something against like a white man office. So, I was like, this can't be, the studio or whatever. So I went back to my car because it was already creepy outside. Wasn't that many lights or whatever. And I was texting my boyfriend, and I also sent my location to my friends just in case something, popped off. We always gotta be safe. So I sent my location to my friends. I was like, I'm just gonna wait about 10 minutes until she tried to DM me back or something. So she never DM'd me. I did, like, the lights were on, but I didn't see nobody, or I didn't see any cars. So if you don't see no cars, that means nobody in there. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna leave, I'm just gonna take it as an L. So I went home. I was like, they lost, whatever, bye-bye. So that was sign number 1. So the next day, she DM'd me. She was like, hey, I'm sorry. I just thought you didn't show up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bruh, I'm the type of person, like, let's say I got a client coming, or I'm expecting somebody to come. I'm gonna DM them or something if I see they like 5 minutes, like 10 minutes, like, where they at? It may something been wrong, something might have happened to them, at least be curious to know, like, what was going on with them. Like, she didn't have no type of communication, with me or whatever. And so she was like, hey, I just thought you didn't show, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you could have checked your DM or found some way of getting into contact with me, but okay. So I was like, it's cool, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I think that's when I called her. I was like, should I ask to reschedule or should I just say forget it? She was like, well, see if she can do something earlier in the day so it won't be so dark and creepy. So I was like, okay, let me do that. So my work schedule, I am 9 to 6. So it gets dark now, daylight savings time. Oh, it's today. Yep, it's today. So it gets darker now. So well, I can just leave work early at 5 because it's still daylight. So I was going to VTO for an hour and, go see her. So I'm losing my money for that hour. So I was like, can I do 5? No, can I do 6 sometimes because I was gonna leave work at 5, get there at 6. Yeah. So I was like, can I meet you at 6 sometime this week or whatever? She was like, yeah, it's cool. So we met, and this was like the week of the event. This time I asked her for a number so I could call her directly to, let me in or whatever. And I called her, nobody answered, and she called me again, I believe. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, so I called her. She said, come on up. I finally made it in there, and I'm setting up my makeup and stuff, just having a small talk and all that. And she sorry, y'all, my camera cut off, and I just kind of looked at some of the footage. If my makeup look like it ain't matching, it's because it's been a long day. I've had this on for about 9-10 hours, so don't judge. But I left off, we were having a conversation. Yeah, so she was a cool person. We were just talking about her journey, my journey, and what we like to do and stuff, hobbies, blah blah blah. Just making small talk and all that stuff. And I was like, hey, she's a really cool person, kind of vibe and blah blah blah. And I finished her makeup. She loved it. And at that point, I'm like, I'm thinking, she gonna tell me what time I gotta be there, how much I'm getting paid, none of that. And she was like, I'm gonna text you the details. I'm like, cool. She got my number now because I called her. So I left, and this was the week of the event. So I'm expecting a message probably like the next day or the day after, something like that. No one texted me, no one called me, so I'm like, what's going on? So I was like, should I just show up or what? So let's say the event started at, I don't know, 7. I got there 15 minutes early, which was 6:45. The event actually didn't start there. I'm just giving you a scenario or whatever. And I was like, guess I'll just show up with my stuff and, see what goes from there. And I bought lashes and everything. I bought my whole kit, blah, blah, blah. So I show up. There's cars there. And the door was locked. So I'm beating on, boom, 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 boom. Somebody let me in. Nobody can hear me because the music was loud. So I'm like, bruh, how am I going to get in? So somebody finally came. It was cold outside. Somebody finally came. And it was hot. There was no room for me to set up my makeup. And the little area that she gave me, It was like a table that was like slanted, like on the wall, and it had everybody like bags and purses and stuff sitting on. I'm like, bruh. And everybody else, mind you, got like whole vanity mirrors with a whole, you know, vanity table and all this stuff. And I get this rinky dinky old table. So I'm like, well, Tracie, you've been in worse conditions, so you know it's gonna be okay. So I was like, you know, I'll just set up and everything. So I finished setting up. So I'm like, you know, can I get some details on how this event is gonna go? I was like, hey, you know, what's the rundown? Blah, blah, blah. And she was like, just take clients whenever they're up. So I'm like, okay. And then, so two people, they DM'd me that early that day, was like, they wanted to get their Halloween makeup done. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna be at this event, you know, here's the address, blah, blah. So I asked her, you know, is it cool if they come? Whoops, sorry, y'all. I asked her if it's cool if they came. And she was like, yeah, you know, but once they come and you do their faces, tell them to pay me, then I'll pay you. I was like, what nonsense is that? So I'm like, if I'm getting paid regardless, in full, like you said on your Instagram, hello, why wouldn't they just pay me directly, you know? So I'm like, okay. So I was like, well, in the back of my head, I was like, I'm gonna look at the other artists and see, are their clients paying them directly, or are they paying her and she's paying them? You know, I'm just gonna observe. So I went back to my little area. 10 minutes passed by, 20 minutes passed by, 30 minutes passed by. So I guess at that point she kind of felt bad. I don't know. And the other artists, they already had, I don't know if those were pre-booked appointments or whatever, because like they were getting people back to back. So I'm like, am I doing something wrong or not? So I guess she felt bad for me, I don't know. And she was like, do you want to do this model or whatever? You don't have to if you don't want to. When somebody say that, it sounds like I ain't getting paid for it. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'll do it, just come on. So the model, she sat down. The photographer was like, I want you to do something like this. So the look was something very avant-garde, you know, fancy, not streetwear type of thing. And let's say he wanted, I ain't gonna tell you the exact look or whatever, but let's say he wanted a full face with a pink bright star on the right side of her face. Whatever. So let's say that this is what the photographer wanted. So she sat down. I started doing her eyebrows. Mind you, her eyebrows are thick as hell, and I barely put any dip brow on her eyebrows. And she was like, nope, that's too much. And I was like, whoa. So you got that kind of client. So she's like, that's too much. So I'm like, okay. I kind of just cleaned it up a little bit, brushed it out. And she was like, no, that's still too much. So I was like, okay. So I wiped it off. And the lady, she came over. Okay, this is another thing that I did wrong. I never knew the lady's name. She doesn't have her name on Instagram. And everybody, you know, you kind of listen, like, if you know somebody's name, you kind of listen, like, you know, what is everybody else calling her? And everybody else calling her this makeup artist nickname type thing. So I'm like, I'm not about to call her that because I don't know her like that. So I want to know what's her real legal government name. And I never knew that. So the lady comes over and she was like, yeah, she doesn't like her eyebrows, you know, flicky, whatever. She's like some real soft. So I'm like, okay, I can do that, which I was trying to do, but every time I even put my brush to her eyebrows, she stopped me. So I'm like, okay. So she was like, I want my eyebrows like Audrey Hepburn. Let me school y'all real quick. Audrey Hepburn is a white woman. This lady was black. Black people have different hair textures than white women, as you all may know. We have very curly hair, coily hair, blah, 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 which also correlates with our eyebrows, with our armpits, with pubic hair, everything, you know, like that. Yeah, so she wanted hers like Audrey Hepburn. And white people eyebrows kind of like stick out. I've done some white people makeup and they kind of stick out. So I was like, how she want me to do some Audrey? How you pronounce the lady name? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but how she want these eyebrows? Her texture isn't like that at all. So I was like, you know what? You do it. She said, no. I said, no, you do it. Do it yourself. and she starts to fill them in with her own products. I'm like, fine. And she wanted me to clean them up. So I was like, okay, whatever, I do it. So I did that, and then I started tracing the star or whatever on her face. It was something different, but I'm just gonna say it was a star. And I took like some pink eyeshadow and started tracing it out. Boom, boom, boom. She was like, why are you doing the star first? Am I the artist or are you the artist? Because you can take over. Mind you, it looks bad if this is my first person sitting in a chair and I'm surrounded by other professional makeup artists that's doing their thing, you know, boom, 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 popping people out the chair, and you got complaints left and right, and I barely even started on your face. Like, it's okay embarrassing, you know, like, whatever. So she was like, why am I starting on that first? And I'm like, first of all, it's gonna turn your face gray, pink, or whatever if I mix it with your foundation. Just imagine that. She was like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay. So usually when I'm doing people's makeup, I like to converse and, you know, do small talk, blah, blah, blah. But that's when I don't care what time I'm finishing. When I'm trying to get to the point, I'm boom, 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 boom. Like, I want left and right. I'm trying to get up out the chair. And also, they were serving wine, like it was free wine or whatever. She kept on telling people, go give me some more wine, go give me another cup, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, chill out. And by this point, she tipsy, she drunk, all that. I'm like, talk about people, but she had a lot of hair underneath her armpits. And I was just like, you know, a lot of people, they do it for religious reasons, why, you know, why they don't shave at all. But you got on a tank top, and you are very obnoxious. If I haven't shaved, I'm like this the entire night. And she was, woof, you know, I guess she didn't care, but yeah, not saying, like, she's a very sweet person. If you know, like, she one of the people, like, if you know them, you'll love them type thing. Like, she was a very sweet person, but she ain't my kind of client, if that makes sense. So, so I'm doing the makeup, boom, 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 finishing up, whatever. And like, she kind of looked in the mirror, she just wasn't feeling it. She only had braids in her, so when you have like the full outfit, hair, makeup, nails, blah, 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 you like feeling yourself. So she didn't have all that, she only had the makeup on, so she was just like, eh. And mind you, it's like an avant-garde look, so it's not, you know, like a typical beat. So she wasn't really feeling it. At that point, I didn't give up. I didn't care. I'm like, just get it out of my face and going on. And like, she would make little slick comments here and there. I was like, whatever. So this other girl, she comes up, she was like, hey, can you do me next? And I was like, sure. I'm just doing like a regular client. So like, so I'm doing her makeup, we making a little small talk, we talk, you know, where she from, where I'm from, what she, you know, doing in Tennessee, blah, blah, blah. At the end, while I'm doing her lips and stuff, basically finishing up, I was like, you know, so what you here for? Like, you know, how do you know the person that's over it? She was like, oh, I'm a model. I said, you a what? She said, yeah, I'm a model. I was like, I know, I just know darn well I'm not doing another person for free. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking back in my head, like, this can't be right, because I'm looking around, other artists are also getting models put in their chair by the lady. And in the Instagram post, she said that this is a paid in full, no, she said that you will be paid in full, you know, for this event. So that's why she needed more artists. Let's say I was having like a modeling show. I want the models to have makeup on their faces. And I tell them to come to the show without no makeup. And I have 4 artists, you know, just here. I'm not about to just put them in their chair expecting it to be done for free. Or I would at least tell them, like, hey, you know, do you mind doing that makeup for free? It'll be good for your portfolio, you know, type thing, instead of just throwing them in their chair and it's just dead on that. I'm like, okay, all right. So and while I'm finishing up her makeup, 2 other people came over. They were like, hey, can you do our makeup next? It was 2 sisters. So I was like, yeah, sure, you know. So they sat down and I'm doing her makeup. So in the back of my head, I'm just thinking, like, Tracie, get the f out of here. That's all I could think, Tracie, just get out. So I finished up her makeup. I was like, oh yeah, so while I'm doing her makeup, I'm looking at other artists, and this one girl, she had a bag full of money. So I'm like, oh, so she's getting paid. Like, these people are paying her directly. They're not paying the lady that was over it and she paid her. No, she's getting paid right then. So once I finished up with this third girl, I was like, it's gonna be 55. She said, oh no, they said it was free. I said, free? Free? So in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, maybe the people who come are free and she's gonna pay me. But I'm like, how? She hasn't asked me how much are my prices, so maybe she's paying me with the listed prices on, you know, their website. But how would she know how many people I'm doing? It was just so many questions going in the back of my head. Things that should have been said at the meeting that I met up with her with, that I met up with her for. So I'm like, oh hell no. She said she said it's free. So I went in there. I was like, yeah. So I went to find the lady, whatever. She's directing the photo shoots, blah blah blah. And I was like, hey, I need to talk to you. And she was like, hold on. You know when women, specifically black women, look at God, I'm getting me, I got another appointment. Anyway, so y'all know women, specifically black women, we like to hype each other up. Like yes, is, you know, we taking a picture and all this stuff. So that's what she was doing to this model that was taking pictures. So I'm looking and listening to there. She gets on Instagram, so I was taking Instagram boomerangs and videos. So I'm like, bruh, by the time you was taking the video, we could have been done talking. You could have been doing other stuff afterwards. I'm trying to talk business. And then she walks past me to speak to all these other people that just came in. So I'm like, oh, I'm not a priority to her. So she finally comes back and I was like, hey, I need to talk to you. And she was like, you know, what's going on? I was like, hey, this girl, she said that, you know, the makeup is free. She said, oh no, it's not free. And she was like, who is it? So I brought it to her. I was like, it's this girl right here. She was like, no, you know, it's not free, whatever. And the lady, she walked away. Like, kind of like, you know, it was up to y'all to figure out how you about to get paid, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, you know, I take Cash App or PayPal, money, cash on you or whatever. And she was like, oh, okay. So she just sitting there like this. I don't know what she was looking for. Ain't no money about to fall through the roof. So I'm gonna need you to drop off some cash or an explanation or something. I'm standing there for a good 5 minutes, and like all the other artists, I just feel like they were looking at us. So the room just kind of felt real awkward, you know. So she whispers to the sister something, I don't know what she said. And she was like, yeah, I told her to go get the money at the car. So I was like, okay, cool. So now it's just me and her, the person I just did, standing there. So while we're standing there, I'm cleaning up my brushes, getting ready for the next person. I turn around, this girl gone. Dipped out the door. Yes, gone. And I'm just like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times.
Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign, load the chopper, let it rain on you.
Y'all know what J. Cole said. But I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm done. And I just packed up all my makeup and I left. I didn't say bye to nobody. Well, I didn't know anybody, but I just left. Drove like 20-30 minutes to get home. I'm pissed, and I called my mom, and I think I called. I didn't call my mom. I called my boyfriend, and I was like, I'm gonna call her tomorrow because there's no way that she put these models in my chair thinking I'm doing this event for free. Because at a certain point, there were no clients in there. There were only models waiting to get their makeup done. So I'm like, there's no way that she just had the models sitting in my chair, you know, expect me to do it for free. And it's one thing you doing something like your service. Like let's say somebody coming in to get some box braids done. They're providing the hair, the grease, blah, blah, blah. And you just, you know, braiding it, whatever. And the only thing you're really getting, the only thing that you're really charging them for is for the service, not really for the product. But makeup, I'm charging for the lashes, I'm charging for the foundation, eyeshadow, all this. I'm losing money, I'm losing gas. I left work early to come to this event, and you mean to tell me I'm not getting paid for none of that? So I was like, I'm gonna call her tomorrow, Sunday, whatever day it was, And my boyfriend was like, nah, call, text her tonight, and so she can at least see it. So I'm like, okay, I'll text her. So I texted her, and I was like, hey. So I said, hey, it's Tracie. How am I gonna get paid for those 2 models I did? Cause I'm just taking that third girl as an L, cause I knew she wasn't a model. Blah blah blah. She said, oh, those 2 models, they weren't paid. I was like, bitch, what? And she was like, but you can use those pictures for your portfolio. Why didn't you say that at the beginning? Why didn't you say that on your Instagram? I'm looking for an extra makeup artist who's not willing to get paid, but for publicity. I don't need that. I don't need no publicity. I don't need no more pictures for my portfolio. I already got plenty of clients. Like these 2 little people, they not doing nothing for me. Like no, I'm so pissed, y'all. And then she was like, somebody should have paid you. She was supposed to pay you. And I'm like, well, first of all, you never said it. It's too late. I'm already gone. And I didn't know who she was talking about. So at that point, I blocked her number. I blocked her on her Instagram and all this. And I was like, you know what? Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Like, I was so mad to the point I wanted to cry. So I didn't cry, but I'm a little G. So I was just so freaking mad, which pretty much leads me to this video. And a lot of things have happened in my makeup career that I really want to share. So I'm thinking about making this like a series of videos that I've done, a series of videos of me speaking about my experiences with makeup. So people who are aspiring to be makeup artists, like I get a few DMs, people are asking me about clientele and how to build their clientele. And before you jump into it, I want you to know what comes with it. People will scam you. People will not show up. People will steal your time. And you just gotta have tough skin, when it comes to stuff like that. But people, they may book you and not even like the makeup that you do because they just that damn picky. Out of respect of the artist, because like I said, she's a real cool person, but she's business-wise, no. And I believe she even said during our meeting that her and her last co-owner, they like kind of fell out, so they don't really do it together, which I kind of noticed on Instagram or whatever. So yeah, she's not really business-wise. She ain't there, but she's a cool person, all together. Yeah, I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. Looking back, I'm still really pissed about it right now, but I think once a few years maybe I started laughing about it. Like few experiences, like one time I was doing makeup, it was probably like 30 degrees, y'all, outside in the cold with no jacket. So thumbs up this video if you think that I should tell that story. Or another story, I was tricked into doing a wedding, which was 3 hours away from where I'm located, and they said originally they were just an hour away. And then when I got to the wedding, I left all my eyeshadows. It was so hurtful that I just laughed about it, and I made it do what it do. I'll probably show the pictures whenever I do the video, but thumbs up if you want the type of video. Tell me if y'all feel my pain. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you did. Comment down below any video suggestions that you would like to see from me, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
I'm the only lady here, still the realest nigga in the room. I break the internet top 2 and I ain't number 2.